Alright guys, this is the start of my extension table for my SawStop saw. I wasn't going to make a video, but I just changed my mind. I decided I'm going to make a video in case some of you guys are interested in making your own extension table for the SawStop. So the SawStop has an angle iron here, okay, and it's got holes. It already had 3 holes here, maybe 7/16 diameter. And at the ends here underneath, there's a 1/4 inch hole here and another one at the other end. I could have drilled more holes over here, but I don't think it's necessary, and I'm not a big fan of drilling holes into a brand new piece of equipment. So I think will be sufficient. So underneath I just put some pocket hole screw, just one here and one at the other end, because it was all it is just a 1/4 inch hole. And here I put some 3/8 bolts, and I've used a Forstner bit to recess it, and I put a washer. So yeah, this is going to be nice and solid. So I've started to build my extension table here. So I've got a birch laminated plywood here, and this is just aspen plywood. So what I've done, I've pre-drilled a whole bunch of holes. I put glue and I put a whole bunch of pocket screws because it's got a nice pan head on it, so it really pulls tight. So I put a whole bunch of glue, and so once the glue is dry, I'm going to remove all those screws, and then I'm going to add another plywood to it and repeat the same process. This lip here, this is just where it's going to screw on to my piece of hard maple right here. Okay, so from here to here I have just slightly over 3/4 of an inch. This is going to be a 3/4 of an inch plywood sitting here, so it's just going to be lowered in the table saw table by less than the 1/16 of an inch, so that my piece of wood, when it slides, it won't catch on the extension table. Alright guys, the extension table is all complete. The measurements of the extension table is 33.5 inches by 69.5 inches. So it's the full width of the table saw. The edge here is 3 inches thick by 7/8, and it's hard maple. And it's not glued on, it's just I put some long screws every 6 inches, so that should be sufficient. So I mitered the joints here. I don't know if it shows on camera, the finish is not the best. I've used water-based finish this time, and I'm not familiar with it, and I kind of regret it, but it might not even show on the camera. But anyways, once it's fully cured in about a week, I'll use some 000 steel wool, and I'll fix the defects. Should turn out pretty good. Yeah, so it's kind of funny here that the angle iron here was surpassing the original table, but with the hard maple here, everything is nice and flush now. So I put some grooves here, so when I want to put my sled, I can continue pushing it onto the extension table. So again, this is 3 inches thick hard maple by 7/8. I used the original holes on the table saw and put some 3/8 bolts, all recessed. I did the recessed holes with Forstner bits. The legs are simply just plywood. They're measured 3.5 by 3.5, and they're joined with a lock miter bit. Did that on my router. It's not perfect, but it's okay. I used some leveling legs here that I bought on Amazon. So right here I've got a screw every 6 inches that's screwed right onto the hard maple, and the hard maple is bolted on to the table saw angle iron. So I never finished my cabinet yet. I still got to do the doors, but I decided to do my extension table first. It's going to be so much easier to work with it now. So yeah, that's my next project. I'm going to finish the doors for my cabinet. But the drawers are all done and they turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. So on the face, all I use is expensive plywood. It's hard maple laminate with many plies, so it's pretty good quality plywood. So they're all self-closing drawers. Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.